Greetings, chat. Welcome to today's stream. First time in a while using a phone link to actually stream, and it looks like there's still lag. So phone link is just. I guess we have confirmation that phone link is maybe not the best software to use, but it's alright. It's alright. As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be also a part of a friend stream. But that's not going to be until later a bit. Like when he decides to start. Like oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh, hello, Saki. Hello.
Hey, Nelson.
Hi, hi.
What's my iPad? Goodness.
I'm streaming
Hi,
right
give me a second. I
now.
need to find my iPad.
Hmm.
I am back. By the way, so you know how when Bugsy can figure out how to do the bad candy and he has to go to like all the training now?
Oh, you think you figured it out? Can you hear
No,
me?
I did figure it out, and I said to him, and at first he was like, "Okay, why are you sending me? Hello, hello,
Hello?
listen me."
Oh dear, there might be some connection issues. Oh no. Can you hear me? Can you hear? Oh dear. I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect. And try again. Let me Let me try this because I do want to be a part of this. Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, it's still connecting. Hello? Oh dear. Hmm.
Hello?
Hello? Oh dear. I gotta go grab something real quick. Hmm. This is not good. This is not the best.
Hello? Not the best.
Hello, can you hear me, Saki?
I can hear you.
Okay. I was like very concerned that no one could hear me. Because I'm trying to stream and also be in Discord at the same time.
You're good.
Yeah, yeah.
I found out how to do it, and I told him about it.
Hmm.
Uh, but then he did say he didn't, since we already decided like
Like, probably not for this round,
that
but
didn't
maybe the
really
next
want the
game.
EV training anyways.
Hmm.
Eh, yeah, next thing. But there was this one was for Emerald specific, so I got tested out with um black and white too.
Hmm.
Because if you couldn't get it to fix in like the other games like Crystal and all that, I found out how to fix it. Also, he did recognize Retro Arc at first because I did change the layout.
Hmm.
And I told him it is Retro Arc, and he did like a little side eye, the at me. And I'm like, okay, let me send another screenshot to show him it is Retro Arc because I changed the UI. Like, I'll show you how the UI is.
Yeah, right now I'm just doing
It was
some
funny.
Dynamax adventures and streaming that. Because there's
Dynamax.
actually an event that someone's putting on called a Da Weekend, where you
The
shiny hunt for
weekend.
Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And right now I'm looking for Xerneas. Thing is, I have no idea if my stream is even any good or not. Hello, can you hear?
I can hear you.
Okay, okay.
Just setting up stuff and looking up the screenshot. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see if I can find
Yeah, it was just like, it was so silent. I'm like, oh no, is the disconnection happening again?
that again.
Yeah, but it looks like Bugsy might be asleep at the moment because he's supposed to be starting right now. But
Well, he's 8 minutes late, so we'll wait.
yeah, we got time.
But
Plus,
yeah,
I'm busy doing stuff.
here's here's the layout. Here's the layout I have for Retro. Because I was following like instructions, and then they
Oh.
went to the layout first. And I'm like, I want to know how to put cheats, please. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, if you did it correctly, this is how the cheat should look like. With the he needs to have the master code on, hopefully, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd have the cheat of rare candies, and make sure there's the plus in the middle between the two separate codes that they like the other coding they give you. Like, instead of a space, it's plus.
Ah, so it's something simple but complicated, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, because the rare candy sheet is not under there. You gotta add it yourself. 'Cause all those sheets
Mm.
are within RetroArch, except for the rare candy. So I went to find the rare candy, did multiple attempts, and I got it. And then for some reason, my entire inventory was filled with rare candies. I'm
Oh
like, hold
dear.
on, that's not how it should work. I only took out one rare candy. Why is there a million of them in my inventory?
It's like, whoa, too much. I don't want diabetes. Oh,
Yep, yep. That's how I found out. So maybe for next
it's a
time, I'm gonna
Basha.
try it out with
Hello, Basha. I'm
Yes, it's
streaming.
Basha.
I am
I
streaming.
hope y'all are well.
How are you today, Basha?
Well,
Good to
well,
see
how
You
you.
are
Good to
are?
you?
meet you.
It's good to meet you. Good to see you. I've had a pretty rough day, so
Ooh.
I'm better now. I hope you guys are having a good day.
Yeah, I'm just doing some Dynamax adventures for this streaming event thing.
What kind of streaming event?
It's an event called The Weekend, DA Weekend, where you do Dynamax adventures to shiny hunt for legendary Pokemon.
Oh, is it in Paldea region?
It's in Sword and Shield. So the generation before the current one.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know they were still doing events. I need to go check
It's not like an
mine.
official Pokemon event, it's
Mhm.
just like a fandom event. Like
Oh, I see. I
a
see.
bunch of creators are doing it.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, right now I'm hunting for shiny
Yeah, let me go say
Xerneas.
hi.
Yeah, I'm streaming and hunting for
Mm.
shiny Xerneas. Basha! I see you in the chat.
Xerneas? I almost like I've seen you maybe twice on, and each time I was literally about to get on, and so I was like, oh shit. So like I feel so bad that this is the first time I say hi, but I'm glad I got to catch you.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Thank you for coming and lurking in the
I
streams.
re- no problem. I really like I really like Sword and Shield. I know a lot of people don't because they're
Ooh.
just like it's really linear, but I enjoyed it because I don't know, it just gave the Pokemon more personality. Like that was
Yeah, Sword and Shield
It
definitely
just
has that dichotomy where the story and the actual like gameplay going from place to place is very linear and there's actually not that much depth. But then you look at the designs and
right.
they're quite good.
Yeah, it's really good. Like especially like I can't say anything bad about Raihan. I also
Oh
can't say
yeah.
anything bad about the soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack is good and they definitely popped off with some of the male designs. I kind of wish they
Yeah, for sure.
made Bede a more like present rival. Like I'm already thinking of ways they could
Yeah.
redo the main like the beginning part where you first meet him and whatnot.
Like I I feel like we're in need of more adult Pokemon games. Like not
Mm-hmm.
adult, but like something that is more towards teens to young adults
Yeah.
than like, this Pokemon's obviously towards like 10-year-olds and lower. But I mean like I just feel like there's
It's something
dark
where I
enough
feel like
themes
they
in
should aim
Pokemon.
for all ages but make it appropriate for younger audiences. Like
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
with Platinum, we just read that book in the library that hinted that Pokemon and people were once in one and the same, so they got married and stuff.
Yeah,
Well, like that's
one
definitely an
and the
adult
same, all
topic,
right.
but
Right. I mean, even in the mangas are worse, right?
oh
Like the
yeah,
mangas are way worse.
the manga really goes hard. Like they have zombie Pokemon, they have Pokemon that are straight up just cut in two.
Yeah, it's just like,
It's
yeah,
just
we
like,
know these are
oh,
for children, but
it's like, oh, that's Gore, my comfort character.
I was like, oh, that's nice. That's real nice.
It's like, oh, okay. I guess they are monsters,
That's all good
technically.
now.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's true. Saki, how are you? Are you all right?
I'm good. I'm good.
Let me know if my voice is a lot. I know it can be, especially with this mic so close. I've been trying to get it fixed, so I apologize.
Nah, your
No,
voice is
you're good.
alright.
You know I'm usually quiet.
I just want to make sure. Thank you. Today's been a very it's just it's just it's just been a day. It's just been a day. It's been a week. Could have been way worse, but it's been a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy that we get to at least hopefully
Yeah,
finish
earlier
tonight.
today,
I
I
think we're
was.
halfway through, right?
We're on Gym 7, so we're nearing the end, but we
Yeah, we're
also
halfway
have the
through. I think we
distortion
need the
world to go
seventh and the eighth
through.
gym, or just the eighth. No, nah.
We need
It's
the 7th gym
nearing.
badge. We need to get the 7th gym badge. We need to take care of Team Galactic and
Oh
get
god.
All
Giratina.
right.
And then there's the 8th gym badge and, of course, the Elite Four.
I'm,
And any training that needs to be done.
I'm pretty sure we're
So I think we could, like,
well, the
get.
training's gonna go by pretty fast, I think.
Yeah, especially once we get to a higher level place.
Go ahead.
Oh, can you hear me? I've been having
Yeah,
connection
it's
issues.
Discord lagging. So if I talk over you,
Okay.
apologize.
No, you're good, you're good. I think we could possibly get through Victory Road today, and then tomorrow we could take care of the Elite Four. If we are on top of it and don't have a lot of issues.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah, let's
tomorrow we
hope.
don't have
Because
a
this is
thing.
getting a bit difficult. Like, ugh.
Yeah, and we're too close to the end of the month to start over.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I
know
just know I
Bugsy
won't
wants
be
to
get
try
here.
to get through
anything.
as many games as
I won't be here
possible,
for
but I
2
don't
weeks.
think we're going to be able to finish another game after this one. Not unless he decides to have, like, multiple, like, 12-hour day streams in order to get through it.
Yeah, I can't do that this
Well, you
weekend
know
because
when
this
it's
is
like,
finals.
who knows? Like, if he might do the thing where we gotta wake up at 8 a.m. to do the Elite Four.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
want
that
to do
was kind of
that.
torture because there's a 2-hour difference between me and him. So his 8 a.m. is my 6 a.m.
Oh my god. I
So
remember you
it's just
saying
like,
that. Like
yeah.
his 8 a.m. is my 7 a.m.
It's just like I'm
And
here,
I still
Bugsy.
came at 11.
I hope you know how much I love you. It is 6 a.m.
But we do
and
it
I am
for
a night
Buzzy.
owl. Oh, there's an
6
echo.
a.m. Wake up at 6 a.m. to beat the elite boy. That will only exist if you live in the Pokemon world.
Well, in a Pokemon world. I need to go back and check this game. This game is also the game where I felt like, I don't know, there was something even more exciting about finding shinies in the wild in this game to
Yeah,
me,
because you couldn't see them in the open
even though I
world.
grew up with Pokemon. Yeah. I really liked that, like, a lot. It kind of, I can't say that I guess I do kind of prefer that over, like, the old way. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing remakes of Pokemon in their old format, you know, but
Yeah, with the
just,
random
like,
encounters.
hyper stylized or, like, remade. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the problem with BDSP is that it was too close to the original Diamond and Pearl when it was supposed to be like a remake that improved upon it in the modern day. Like all the same glitches you could do in the original Diamond and Pearl, you can do in BDSP. And even more so. Like you can straight up just skip 3 gyms and go to the last gym if you want to
Damn.
by doing like
That's
a
insane.
specific walking glitch.
I had no idea you could do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously I haven't played that one game, but I didn't know there were like glitches like that. Like I know glitches for the older games, like
Yeah, the Void is very
like
much in the
Infinite
remakes as well.
Box. I think the last game that I stopped at before the Nintendo shop closed was
Oh, you mentioned X and Y.
well, okay, so the Nintendo shop. Yeah, I got X and Y. I got uh uh X and Y is which one is the Hawaii one?
Oh, that's Alola. That's Sun and
Or
Moon.
the Okay, wait, I got that one, X and Y, Sun and Moon, and then Black and White. And then I have played Pokemon since the very first Red.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played the very first Red first and then I went down. But I had stopped because I got sidetracked with other games. And I didn't realize how quickly the Pokemon games were coming out. And then I didn't get back to it until I want to say before the Nintendo shop closed. I can't remember. It's gonna like destroy my brain hole. But it was the more modern Pokemons. I just kind of skipped like a few generations. But I really like the way they did that. Like small me would have lost their goddamn mind over this. I say small. I wasn't that small. Now I'm back to playing Oblivion because I won't be getting Elder Scrolls 6 anytime fucking soon.
Nah,
Todd Howard, you bastard. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right
Alright.
back.
Yeah, you're good. Alright, let's see if we can beat this Xerneas. And see if it's shiny.
Yeah.
Like, there's like the slightest delay from on stream to what's actually happening. So I'm like trying to figure out what screen to look at. Because right now it's on top of my like PC box. Because it has the LED lights and I thought that might be a cool visual. But I also have like this like scuffed setup for my phone camera. Like it's not on a tripod. I have it like stacked up on several different things in order to have it pointing at my Switch. Oh?
Is it time for stream?
We're waiting.
Hello.
Ah,
Yeah, we're waiting for Bugsy to wake up
Hello.
and I'm streaming on my channel.
Ah,
I should probably
fair, fair.
let people know I'm streaming in self promo, huh?
That would help.
Probably. There we go. Put it over in the Twitch self promo. But yeah, how you doing today?
I'm sorry, say that again. I
How
something
you
was booting up.
doing? Like, how's your day been?
Ah, I'm doing okay. Eating some fish and shrimp.
Ooh,
It day has been interesting.
interesting. How?
Work is funny when you have people who are work is funny when you have people who are uh, doctors but can't deal with computers, are
Mmm.
impatient but want you to explain everything, but then also want you to be the magic man with the magic hands. You're supposed to just wave your hands and fix everything.
It's just like, what do you think I am? The IT department? Wait, are you IT department?
No, I'm just tier one IT department. You're looking at tier three. But most people don't know the difference between IT and IT and IT.
Mm.
All of it is just IT to them.
Yeah, there's IT capitals, but then there's IT capitals and italicized. And in
Because if we
bold.
tell them, hey, if we tell them, hey, I can't do this because I don't have the tools to even look into the application. What do you mean you don't have the tools to look into the application? You're IT. Fix it.
It's just like, I have not unlocked that level. I am still little goober.
Not even just that. It's more of, alas, I don't have the access to get into this, so I cannot even go. I can't look into it even if I wanted to. Everything is barricaded by access.
It's just like, I have a problem. Can you fix it? I see you have a problem, but no, I can't. See, so close to getting this Xerneas. It's literally in, like, the last third of its health.
You got this.
Yeah, hopefully I got this.
Who do you like better, Xerneas or Yveltal?
I like Xerneas
Xerneas.
more. Like, Yveltal has that sort of badass element to it, but Xerneas is more graceful. Oh no, I'm being kicked out. Ah! We fainted
Xerneas
too
can give
many
you life
times.
too.
Mm.
Let's see, did I get any shinies? No. No shinies from this Dynamax adventure. Damn. Gotta go to the next
Unfortunate.
one.
I love the dynamics of though. Those are cool and fun to do with friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
I
don't really
remember when
have
they
any.
did the Gigantamax Pikachu. The Gigantamax Pikachu event was so much fun. I did it a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I did one of them was a shiny. I'm like, Ultra Ball.
Yeah, I don't have any friends that I can do this with, so I'm just going online and hoping I get a good party.
Oh, I time to be
game?
friends with you. What's your friend code? Send me it.
I'll have to look it up when I'm done with stream.
What game you talking about?
This is Pokemon Sword and
Oh.
Shield
Okay.
with the Dynamax Adventures.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm hunting for shiny Xerneas right
you're
now,
Dynamax Adventures.
since you can
Nice.
get shiny legendaries from it.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of how much you succeed in a Dynamax adventure really depends on what Pokemon you bring into the final fight, and if you have super effective moves. And also the kind of defenses that you
Yeah.
have.
What about setup?
There isn't really a lot of time for setup, but if you have a setup move, then I guess it's fine. It's
I mean, you
more
could
the
just bring a
defensive moves that
Volcarona against a special line.
it's more defensive moves like Reflect and Light Screen and also Wide Guard that are very good in certain battles.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more like Quiver Dance.
See, I think if you're together with friends in a call and you can coordinate that stuff, then it could work. But since I'm just doing it with strangers, we really just have to focus on getting in attacks and making sure that we protect ourselves well.
That's fair. Also fair.
Mm-hmm. It's like when you can't communicate, just hit it till it dies.
Just smack it.
To be honest, that kind of sounds like a friend of mine who, on Scarlet and Violet, he takes to the raid battles. He just brings uh, a fully EV Slaking, and he just Giga impacts everything that's not Ghost.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Choice Bandit, fully EV, pretty much maxed out Slaking.
Yeah, that works. You definitely have to put up with have to try to put up with its ability, but that definitely works for I'd say most things. I need to do more Herba Mystica farming in that game so that I can shiny hunt. I want to try to get all the starters, but making the sandwiches for that, it takes quite a bit of ingredients.
Yeah. Too much ingredients and complicated. You gotta make it perfect.
Yeah, and you can't drop a single ingredient, otherwise you have to just restart your game.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure not to put the bread on top, because if you put the bread on top, that can cause stuff to fall off, and it's a huge mess. Just like this is an open top sandwich.
It is not a sandwich.
Well, what does make a sandwich? That is a question as old as time, isn't it? Like, is pizza a sandwich because it has bread?
You can technically make pizza a sandwich.
That is true. It is possible. There's videos out there.
But if you want to go by technical terms, then hot dog is technically a sandwich.
Very true. And also, what do we count as bread? Like, are tortillas technically also bread since they're made from the same ingredients? And if tortillas are
Going by
bread,
technicalities, no.
so by a technicality.
So by technicality, because of the way it's made, in fact, the yeast doesn't rise, it doesn't make it bread.
Alright, alright.
But if you have the non-bread, where the yeast actually does rise on it, that is technically considered bread.
So it's in the name, but flatbread, is that bread? Because there's like flatbread pizzas that exist.
Yes, that is technically bread
Ah, so
because the yeast
pizza.
for it rises.
So pizza can be sandwiched with flatbread.
Yes, and flatbread subs can be pizza.
The best of both worlds.
I mean, if you want to get technical, a meatball sub is basically a pizza on flatbread.
Very true. God, the camera is lagging like so much. Well, not even like a lot, just enough that it's noticeable. Do we know if Bugsy's awake?
To
Let me
message
check.
him.
Nope, he's offline.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Bugsy coma again! Even though he chose a later time for stream. It's just like, oh,
We
he'll
all
be
know
awake this
Bugsy's never
time.
consistent.
He delayed stream by an hour
Yeah.
from previous days, so he'll definitely be awake. Nope.
Do you know how many times Bugsy has said, "Hey, yo, let's play a game together sometime"? I'm like, okay, yeah. Just shoot this, like, what sounds good to you? I'll tell you later. Give me like a couple days. 2 months later. Oh yeah, hey, what's going on? What
Get over
happened?
Topi!
And I'm sort of like, what
Topi in
happened to the
chat!
game you were supposed to play? I messaged you and everything.
Welcome to stream today, Topi. I'm doing Dynamax Adventures while waiting for Bugsy to wake up.
You should convince him to do the pit next for his next like random Nuzlocke
The pit? What is the pit?
after he does all the gyms. Oh, it's have you ever played Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door?
No.
Okay, well, think about it this way. The pit is a roguelike floor, well, not floor, series of floors, a roguelike challenge where there's 100 floors, and the floors get progressively harder the more you go down.
Ah, so it's like a rogue-like thing.
Every 10 levels, you get healed. Yes, it is a roguelike. Every 10 levels, you get healed. You start out with 3 Pokemon. I believe every 20 levels, you get another mod up until you get to 6. And every Pokemon's the Pokemon's levels start the Pokemon's level is always going to be equivalent to the floor that you're on. So all Pokemon start at level 1 and it ends at level 100.
Ah.
There's 3 difficulties, and then there's also Nuzlocking options if you want. There's also different types of challenges you can add on to it. the main reason why I would suggest the pit is because there's different difficulty levels
Mhm.
and there's different ways you can do it. You can change your character.
Change
So
the
if you don't want
character.
to be generic anime protag or generic uh, Pokemon protag, you can be like a fly guy. Yeah, you can change your character to
Oh.
be a fly guy throwing a Pokemon throwing Pokemon. So
I forgot what I was doing, so that's why I was gone so long. I'll be right back.
All right,
okay.
Basha. All right.
So think about it this way: Bugsy can, be a Joltik throwing a Pokemon.
Oh. Or he could be Glycopod. That one is his favorite. Does it have Glycopod, or is it only
That is
like
true.
limited to the 2D games?
Nope. It has just about every single mon you can do it. You might have to import said 3D model into the game, but it
Hmm.
basically runs off of Diamond Pearl Platinum engine,
Ah.
so it's possible.
Ah, nice.
And if you don't want to use any Pokemon or Pokemon Pro tags, you can import models from other games. Like if you want to play as Cynthia or
Mm-hmm.
Riley or Barry.
My day was good, Topi. I was very sleepy before work at noon today, but I managed to wake up. I managed to wake up. Alright, Topi asks, it has every single mon? That means Krogunk. And then colon D.
Yeah.
Alright, we're at the Xerneas fight again. Let's see if we can actually win it this time.
You got this.
The last one we had too many deaths. So you gotta make sure to hit it for super effective moves. Don't, don't stop it. Topi's flirting with me. Oh dear. Oh. One of us is like barely alive from after that horn leech.
Define barely alive.
Like 2 HP or something. Like I saw the HP part going
Weebu
down and I
health.
thought they fainted, but nah. They're barely up. Yeah, they're in the red right now. Topi is either incredibly kind or incredibly down terrible. Oh dear. Down
Don't
horrendous.
underestimate them.
Okay. Okay, so that person fainted, and I think that's 2 strikes. So 2 more and we get knocked out of this den, but hopefully with the type advantages we have, we'll be good. And I can Gigantamax right now for a boost in damage. Or just regular Dynamax. Like, why was there Dynamax and Gigantamax in this gen. I get that they wanted to use some different designs, but literally, what's the difference between the two?
One stronger than the other, and one can be used more consistently.
Okay, but like, how is it stronger? Do the Gigantamax ones get special boosts? I know they get like certain attacks, but is that really all the difference it makes?
I believe most of the Gigantamax have unique movesets,
Mm-hmm.
like specific moves to that specific Pokemon, while the Dynamax ones kind of get like the generic, G Max.
Hmm.
Let me look it up because I'm curious now what the actual difference is.
Yeah, because I know the moves are different, but that's literally all I know off the top of my head. Like, it really just feels like they wanted an excuse to make more unique designs for Pokemon, but they didn't want to bring Mega Evolution back. And also, they needed to
Okay,
make
so
another design.
Gigantamax is a specific form of Dynamax that results in the Pokemon changing its appearance and gaining unique species-specific G-Max move, while Dynamaxing changes the size but not the appearance, and the Pokemon moves become max moves based on their type. So it's appearance-based and move-based.
Oh, so that's literally just it. Oh, you like my in-game avatar? Thank
Yep.
you. Thank you, Topi. The girls get so much better clothes in Pokemon. Like, they look so much cuter and stuff.
They do.
Like, give the men some cute stuff, please.
It's
And-
because females are more favorited.
Yeah, it's just like my avatar
I
in
mean,
this
you know
game.
why they're more favorited.
Well, yeah. They get to wear dresses and skirts and stuff. Meanwhile, the boys don't get such a luxury. Which is a shame.
Well, not
They
even
can
just
pull it
that.
off.
If you think about it this way too, there's a lot more memorable female characters in Pokemon than there is male characters in Pokemon.
Hopefully they do well with the new outfits for these characters. Like I would love to see cool new outfits for the guys.
I mean, if you look in the side chat, a friend of mine, we put a bunch of male characters there that were memorable. So, you're really gonna
Yeah, we
have
Yes.
to
did.
pull up and
I can
prove us
guarantee
wrong.
you.
Yeah, give us their
I
outfits. Like I want to wear End's outfit. I want to wear Riley's outfit. Like come on, if
okay.
like Basha
So
would look great with Riley's outfit.
so some of them that you've put in are exclusive to the Pokemon's Master Sex.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what? Oh, you're doing
Yeah,
that?
the Masters
Yeah,
EX.
sadly.
But even
Master
like from
Sex.
the anime, there's
wonder
like
who the
anime
hero was in
original
the
men that I
company.
like. Show them those shiny
Yeah, no.
Xerneas.
If you're talking about like, well, to be honest, you posted a lot of males and one female.
Yep.
Yeah, I think. Let's
Let's
see,
get
it
the
was
females
Basha
here.
that
Hold on.
posted Rico, right?
I
Like, I
posted
thought
Rico.
Rico was a
Probably.
boy at first, but then she revealed her gender, and it's like, oh,
Uh,
my disappointment is immeasurable.
oh yeah, me and
Who's our favorite
oh, yeah,
gym leader?
yeah, I forgot me.
I have
Basha
to think
posted
about that.
Vika, and yeah, Vika, yeah, no. And then there's that one gym leader that looked female, but is actually a male that you posted.
Yeah, Grusha.
It's still
I'm
funny.
also surprised no one posted everyone's favorite normal type gym leader.
He has a hard day at work. Okay, if he finds out we're like gooning over him, he'll be like having more trouble at work.
See, Topi's favorite gym leader is Drayden from Gen
He's just a
5.
Like,
pretty normal guy.
I'll have to think about who my favorite gym
But
leader is.
I can tell you this: out of all the male characters you've posted in here, out of just the first three generations, I could name more female characters that are memorable that people actually like and enjoy. either by their design, their personality, or something else.
Annabelle I found annoying. Misty was pretty annoying as well. Iris I liked. Dawn was very amazing. May pretty chill. I liked her. She's nice. Let's see who
Yeah, can we talk
else.
about how Dawn sort of
Cynthia,
had like a
best
harem
champion.
going on in the anime?
Uh,
Can we talk about that? Like, Dawn had so many boys that seemed interested in her. And if not interested, then the fandom was interested in shipping her with them. It's just like, huh? Let's see, she had her childhood friend. There was that one Conway guy. I ship her with Paul.
oh, you too?
Yes, I do.
So
It's
let
just like
me
they
let
had
me
that
ask
one
How about
encounter,
Barry?
and then another one later on. And that was enough.
Dude, when I was a kid, I had a crush on Barry. I don't know why.
Maybe you just wanted him to owe you money.
Oh yeah, he becomes a rich person. Like, you owe me 1 billion yen.
But yeah, I can just literally name female characters in the first 3 gens more so than with the males you put in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
I kind of like this new Pokemon though generation. It's like finally, I was hoping for like a generation where there's the female lead instead of the male lead.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the female protagonist. Like, come on, I want that so much. But sometimes when animes have female protagonists, it's the same thing with male protagonists. Lots of harems.
Mm-hmm.
they had a competent female protagonist in Pokemon
Look how Barry
as
looks in this though. Look how he
in
looks in
Pokemon
this.
Journeys. Anime-fied. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if you want like badass male characters, you should be looking at the Pokemon manga.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon manga. I love how they name like each other's like every character is just black or white or just ruby, sapphire, emerald. Like everyone's just a childhood friend for some reason. Like, oh, your name is black. Oh, my name is white.
Let's see, I think I watched the
I
Pokemon
like the
anime up
design for some of the
until
characters.
the end of X and Y. Like Sun and Moon looked alright, but it was certainly a change, and I couldn't really keep
I
up with
feel
it. And then I tried to
yeah,
keep
me
up with
neither.
Journeys,
Like I
but
would have put up with it,
or
but
I
is it
mean,
Journeys or Horizons?
that's fair. You also missed a whole lot of people simping for everyone's favorite green-haired lady.
Green-haired lady. Who are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, let me post her.
Okay, apparently Topi, when he first played Gen 4, he nicknamed Barry Lucas, but then later learned out that the main character's name was actually Lucas.
Yeah.
So for Topi, it was just like that one Spider-Man meme of them pointing at each other.
what about Bianca?
Bianca, I prefer her game version more than her anime version.
Game version is the best, but I hate how the anime did not make her see Sharon. I want her to see Sharon. And then I did start shipping them though in the games,
Here you
and
go.
then
It's Mallow.
Mallow made me
Oh,
cry.
Malo,
One of the
okay.
Mallow episodes made me cry.
Everyone sipped over her.
I was like, you said woman, so I'm like, okay, it's an adult, not a child.
No, I said girl.
No, I'm pretty sure you said woman. Topi, can you verify?
I mean, if you're talking about women, then everyone sipped over the rock type gym leader or totem
You're talking about
totem
Olivia,
girl,
right?
No, how about Nimona?
Olivia. Yeah.
See, Nimona from Paldea? Not don't really like her. Not really. She has like toxic
She's like,
positivity.
battle? You want to battle? Give me. She's like, battle? Let's battle. I want to battle you.
Alright, Toby says that you said woman, not girl.
I said woman. Well, then I meant girl.
Oh, I think you meant to say girl because we were talking about the waifus and the husbandos, and then you misinterpreted women as a girl.
Probably.
Like with Nimona, you know how at
I
the
mean, I could
end,
also tell you
after the
there's
Elite Four, that she asked you to be rivals? I said no to her 100 times to see if something would change. But no, nothing changed. I had to say yes to being the rival. I'm trapped.
nope.
Help me. I am blinking in Morse code. Yeah, she is basically Goku, but I feel like she's not really a rival in that sense. Like, she purposely made
Well,
herself
technically,
weaker to try and fight you.
well, yes, she made herself weaker because it would be bullying the weak if she just used her level 60 plus Pokemon with you when you were level like 10, 15, 20. She's
Yeah,
she's
but I feel
supposed to
like a
be
rival that you
the
really want
student
to
body
battle
president.
against and defeat should, like, you should want to defeat them. Like, there needs to be a goal, a reason, a motivation. With Gary, it's there because Gary's a bit of a dick. And he has this whole character arc of growing into an even bigger dick. And then you beat him at the championship, and he's just like, oh, I've been a dick.
I mean, I think he's just sad because his grandpa can't remember his own name.
But then there's also Silver as well. Silver has his whole character arc. Like, he
Silver
starts out
favorite-
mean, but then slowly over the
Oh, yeah, the
course of the
red-haired
journey,
guy,
he
Silver.
grows to actually love his Pokemon. Like, you know the whole thing with Crobat and how it evolves through friendship? Well, he gets a Crobat later on, after
Yep.
having evolved it all the way from a Zubat. So, like, character growth. You named Silver Gold as
Very
well,
much so.
Toby? Oh my god, what's with you? You keep naming the rivals the main
But
character.
again, we already know like Silver's. I mean, remember who Silver Dad is, so
Yeah.
that's why he probably is a
Yeah.
meanie.
But that makes it even better.
But then
He
again,
has
who
daddy
the heck did Giovanni bang?
I mean, there is that redhead, admin. So,
Ariana.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's just like, you know.
There's a lot of theories on that, but
It's like, you know they were doing it in the office.
Oh, who knows? It could be that Elite Four lady. I forgot her name.
Lorelai.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be spicy.
Because I know you're not talking about Agatha.
No.
Speaking of everybody sipping on, there's one person everybody sipped on, regardless who you were for the Sun and Moon characters.
Oh, yeah?
Which one?
Mommy herself.
Ah, yes.
Everyone sipped for the blonde-haired mommy. Between her and Wick, there was a lot of simping
Yeah,
going on in
between
the Aether
Lusamine and Wick.
Foundation.
Everyone's just like, do you want a bad girl or do you want a
For
thick
two opposite
girl?
reasons, actually.
Just
do
like,
you want to
Lusamine got the hair
submissive or
and,
do you want
and
a
a pretty
dominant
bod. But Wick got the thick.
Yeah, that's why her nickname is Thick Wick.
Let's see, is Bugsy awake yet? It's been an hour.
I messaged him, he did not reply back.
Hmm.
Still offline.
Hey, yo, Basha Frost Lass, is your thick mommy?
I'm trying to find this one guy. Oh, there he is. Do you guys remember this dude? Let me see.
Let's see.
This guy.
The fact that you have to
Ah,
ask about
Colress.
Chorus is hilarious.
Oh yeah, Colvis. There we go.
But no, the funny that you have to ask about this shows that most male characters are not memorable, or not memorable at all.
Like I know his name, but I couldn't remember if it was like Cyrus or Colvis.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Now Cyrus
Cyrus
is
is
Gen 4.
Cyrus is Sinnoh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he's
get
the
the
man
names
who
mixed up, I don't
looks
know
he
why.
looks 40 when he's actually 25.
Yeah,
I mean, knowing these days in anime, it's gonna be very hard to tell. You gotta do your
I mean
research
to
first.
be honest, you can think you think that, and the fact that you have to understand that Lusamine is 43.
Yeah, she just takes very good care of herself, apparently.
And the fact that Wick is 32.
Damn. Alright.
Also, I think Olivia's 38.
Pokemon really said, you want older women? Have older women.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Also, and sisters, I did not like them in the anime. They were annoying as heck.
I think I actually missed out on that part of the anime because that's when that big
I loved them.
earthquake
They were nice in
happened.
the game. They were interesting in the game, but in the anime, I did not like them.
Yeah, I think I actually skipped a lot of the Gen 5 anime because of that one earthquake that caused a lot of delays. And I think they like had a direction change after that. Like Gen 5 was actually very serious, but then after that earthquake it got a bit dumber. Oh, you have a Riz line for me, Topi. Well, let's see what you got. I'm sure I'm going to just blush like crazy.
Oh wait, with the Pokemon Legends ZA, I really hope they bring back the Pokemon to me. Like that was so cute where we could get them pop-ins and all that.
Yeah, they should definitely do something like that in ZA. Like they have a good
And the
excuse to do
studios,
it.
Poke Studios.
I think Poke Studios was
Poke
Gen
AR
5,
Studios.
but I can see that being a
No, I
thing.
forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of it, but it's something similar.
Hmm.
What's it called?
Oh. That is so romantic.
Trina PR videos. Those. That's the name. The Trina PR
Ah.
videos. I miss those. I want it back, and we could like see each other's like
I do miss
stuff
the
and all that.
Pokemon musicals. Like, there wasn't a lot of customization you could do, but it was a fun distraction from the game. And you could, like, collect stuff and be the top and show or whatever. My life is so cute. Nah. No, it's not. No, no, it's not. No. Let's see. Oh, so close to getting the Xerneas. So close. And I think we managed not to faint at all on this one. So we should be able to win. Hopefully.
That's how.
Mm-hmm.
Also, by the way, I just saw Sycamore, and then people are theorizing the new characters.
Yeah.
Are his kids. I'm
It's
like,
like,
oh,
Sycamore, did you fuck my mom?
is it true what happened? I mean, remember in the old days, the mom was like, "Oh, is this a love letter?"
Imagine if they do make that canon. That would just go. That would be insane. The internet will explode.
He's
Just
like,
the
"Sorry,
professor
guys, your
fucked my
husband is
mom!
taken." That's at least that's one canon thing. The professor did fuck our mom.
Ooh, Xerneas is caught. Okay. Now time to do the shiny check. See, no shiny Rhydon. No shiny Vikavolt. No shiny Boltund. Moment of truth. No shiny Xerneas. Damn. Gonna have to try again. I've lost count of how many of these adventures I've done, like, off stream. But it has to be close to 100 at this point. I just want the shiny deer, it's so pretty! Like, have you guys seen what shiny Xerneas looks like?
Sometimes I get Xerneas confused with the shiny Xerneas because it's like box and all that does not look like it when you send it out.
Yeah, it has like its like battle mode.
Yeah. So I will definitely get the shinies confused.
Mm-hmm. But nah, shiny Xerneas is like a lighter blue with a white body instead of the dark blue and black body.
Yeah. All you gotta remember, the color black changes to white. Black and white remakes confirmed.
Gen 5 confirmed? Bombastic side eye.
I mean, I feel like they should because of Kyurem because we don't know how Kyurem looks like whenever it's
Yeah, we
used with
don't know what
both
the
Reshiram and Zekrom.
Yeah, we don't know what the true form of the dragon Pokemon looks like. So it's something where it's gotta happen eventually, but they also might just never show it to us at all and keep it a mystery.
You better give us Gen 5 because we're getting Gen 10 remake soon.
Gen 10 remakes.
Gen 10 remakes. Gen 10, I mean.
Yeah, Gen 10 should be coming soon, like next year.
Yeah. Because right now they're done with all the DLCs and all that for it.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's gotta come after ZA launches, but it's also gotta be released during the holidays, because that's when the best prices are. So, most likely either near the end of next year, or they might hold out and do, like, the beginning of the year after.
I hope they take a time with it because,
Yeah, they need to take their time. Like, I understand that they need to be on top of releasing games in order to stay relevant, but we don't want a glitchy mess like Paldea again. Like, as much fun as Scarlet and Violet are, it's kind of a mess. There's a lot going on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh,
yeah, hopefully with the new graphics and all that, because you know how different the graphics is gonna be now.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys know Switch 2 games can be played on the regular Switch? I don't plan on upgrading because I don't want to make Game Freak think, and I don't want Nintendo to think that they can just overcharge us for everything.
No, they're gonna be like they're gonna still be on the Switch 2 since it's like they pick basically the same console just with the extra space and extra resolution.
Ah, okay.
You're just gonna get less resolution than the other one, so you don't need to unless there's a Pokemon game that's coming out only for the Switch 2. That's where I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get the Switch 2.
Yeah, I hope they
Around
don't do
like with the
that.
DS where you
Because
gotta
this Switch is actually fairly brand new. I got it last year. I don't want to have to
like
upgrade to a
Switch
Switch 2 when I
too.
already upgraded once.
Yeah, I already still have my Switch, and it still works perfectly fine. I have all my games there, all that, and it's perfectly fine. And I don't want to switch to a new console just like that, just for better graphics. Unless a new game of Pokemon starts releasing on the Switch 2 and is a
You're
different
not
cartridge,
upgrading out of Spy
then
Basha?
yes, I'll buy
Yeah,
it.
me too. Also, I forget what source this is, but I saw like a screenshot on a post on Tumblr that for like a previous console, they originally released it at a higher price, but then not as many people were buying it. So a few months after the release, they lowered the price. So that's also a reason why I'm not buying, is so that they can lower the price to something more reasonable than what it is now. Because if enough people don't buy a Switch 2, they will have to do that.
Yep. And then they ask, why do people emulate our games? Why do they do that? Well, look how expensive you're making things.
Yeah, 1, games are super expensive. 2, you're not selling the games anymore, especially the older games on the older systems. If you were still making those systems and releasing new like cartridges of those games, it'd be a different story. But since they're not, there's only really one way to there's 2 ways to play those games. Spend a lot of money buying older hardware and older cartridges, or emulate. And most people, to just try it out, are going to emulate.
Very much so. Like, people still make their own Pokemon fan games and all that too, and then those things get banned. Like, there's some Pokemon fan games out there that don't get banned because they're not that popular enough, but if they're super popular, then Pokemon will be like, nope, back. No, like with Pokemon Uranium.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man.
You
Like,
don't trust people to not
made
protest
Power
it?
World.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter like bragging about buying it or complaining about not being able to buy the Switch 2, Basha. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, the pre-orders we got like day 1. All pre-orders were just out of stock.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like when it comes to like games when they lose their license, like they're up for grabs. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to be Luffy in this bitch. We're about to go pirate. I don't give a shit. I said what I said.
Okay.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
back.
that one
Welcome
meme
back.
where like one meme where like it's like Nintendo games are expensive, and then it's just Luffy. All right, time to be pirates.
It was like, you let it go. No take
Being
backs.
a pirate is alright with me.
You are a pirate.
Do what you want because a pirate is free.
That shit is gonna surge, and they're gonna be like, "Why aren't I pirating our games?" And I'm like, "Because you pull bullshit, and I'm gonna do it again."
It's just like, if you don't want us to pirate the games, make them affordable and start selling them again.
Yep.
But that would make too much sense.
But they think they can go back to how it was before PlayStation kind of equalized how games are caught or the price of the games. Because if you think about it, when the N64 was out there, how much do you think Mario 64 costed? Back in that time?
It costed $39.
No. Oh
I remember,
no. No.
I remember
How much was
for Brawl and not Brawl, but Stadium, Pokemon Stadium was like Yeah, it was about $39 or $29. I can't remember. One of the nines because they used to do a whole 99 thing. And the only reason why I remember is because like sibling hand-me-downs things, right? Um, but they were pulling some bullshit then. And then like they pulled some bullshit with GameCube. And then GameCube ended up being like, "Hey, we can't sell these anymore, so we're gonna sell these for $49.99."
So here's the thing, okay? This is for Super Mario Brothers 3 for the SNES. Was $50 when it came out.
SNES?
For the SNES. $50 when it came out.
Yep. Or
Okay,
Not
think
a
about
lot.
think about it this way. When you bought Super Mario 64 when it first came out, it was around $60 in 1996.
So, like, do you mean like they had it at 60 back then, or do you mean like that's what it averaged to in 1990?
No, that was $59.99 was what it costed before tax.
Hmm. I guess they've kept it 60 for a long time then?
Up until PlayStation
Yeah,
equalized everything.
I was just about to say, I maybe that's what I was remembering because PlayStation didn't have them like that. And I was going back and forth on like the PS and the PS2 with Nintendo, and then I dropped Nintendo for a while because I got really into Tekken. And so that's crazy.
'Cause think about it this way too. Pokemon Stadium was cheaper than 60, but the price range for all the games were extremely out there. If I remember correctly, Smash Bros was like $79.99.
Smash ended up getting to that point, uh, if I remember correctly, because Smash and Brawl ended up getting to that point up until GameCube, and that was when everything started getting weird because most people were playing Smash. Like, what were we playing? I can't remember. I feel old. I don't even want to talk about it. I feel old.
Okay, yeah.
Old.
So here's the thing with Super Smash Brothers. When it
Mm-hmm.
first came out, it was basically $60 or
Really?
$59.99 when it came out. More than Super Mario 64. And that
That's
was back in
crazy.
1999.
That's crazy. And
Yeah.
this was for the 64?
Yep, Nintendo 64.
back then we were able to afford two Nintendo 64s.
Not to mention the Nintendo 64, I think it was like $300 when it came out. That
Let me
and if you put inflation into the mix, that's a lot of money for back then.
let
Mm-hmm.
me see. Cause I kind of remember what they were saying. Price. This is what you get for being the youngest child and getting your
My bad.
hand-me-downs.
Okay, so
100, yeah, it
initially
was 200.
it was $200, which according to 2024 dollars was about 400 bucks,
Mm-hmm.
which is affordable, but then the typical game was somewhere between 30 bucks to 80 bucks
Yeah, it was
because
definitely
Mm.
between 30. That was the other thing about Nintendo is that they had like if they felt like it was gonna be a big title, they were just like, we're gonna put this much amount of money on it. If they felt like, okay, well this game is probably not gonna be popular, like it's gonna be like $29.99, $39.99, shit like that. They used to do like a lot of the 99 shit back in the day.
Mm.
Let me see. What was that one game that I used to love?
I
And
didn't
I
start paying
can't
attention to
remember
price
it.
tags for games
oh, that's
until I
also
had to
funny.
buy them
So
myself.
think about it this way. Pokemon Stadium 1 was $70 when it came out.
That tracks though. That honestly tracks. That tracks. That definitely tracks. Let's see. 1997 Mario Kart was the PlayStation was already selling for 149. That tracks. And then that's when Nintendo cut down to 150. Okay. For the console. So how much
So
was
Mario Kart
it?
64 released released around $60 when it came out.
That tracks. That tracks. That tracks. That tracks. I remember some of that. That tracks. Which is wild because like now I think like if you have the unopened cartridge, it's like a whole bunch of money.
Yeah. Just so you know, a decent copy of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance
Oh well,
is
that's
selling for no, hold on. It's selling for currently right now. And when I mean decent copy, I'm talking about like
yeah.
acceptable quality. Is selling for as low as $180 to
Ooh.
the highest quality, basically barely used, almost brand new, which is about $400 or $500.
Yeah, and that tracks because like that's when a game keeps wears games. Like I have been keeping tabs on that price for quite a bit. That one and then um
But
like
there's there is something that's even more outrageous than that. Have
which
you
one?
ever heard of the Dot Hack series?
I have. It's one of my favorite series of all time.
I
Do
had to
you
mute
know how
myself and
much
call because
Dot Hack Part 1 to
you,
Part 4
you got me to
combined is selling for on Amazon right now?
Like all of them?
Yes,
Like
the
all
complete set. The complete set.
probably like $1,000.
Yes,
Whew.
actually, it is actually $1,000 at the lowest, 3,000 at the highest.
I believe that. I believe that for sure. I believe that for sure. I believe that for sure. I had one, and then I think my cousin stole it. I'm pretty sure it was him because he stole my Dragon Ball Z cards too. But uh, yeah, no, I was never getting it back. I knew I was never getting it back. I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna make fuck myself.
Not to mention, Xenosaga, the Xenosaga series, chapters 1, 2, and
Mm.
3 are costing around the same price. I think it was like the last one I saw combined was like $700. And I'm
I
sitting there,
wonder.
I'm like, man, those games, especially Dot Hack shaped the RPG era when
It
it
really
started moving
did.
towards
I mean,
MMORPG.
Dot
Yeah,
Hack is
Toby.
one of the reasons
When
why
I
we
reach
have Sword
affiliate
Art
and can
Online.
unlock
It's
the
literally the
redeemables, I'm
reason that we
definitely
have
gonna
it.
have a
It's
head
one of
that
the best.
redeem. Absolutely.
I mean, I don't even like Sword Art Online in comparison to Dot Hack, especially after we get to the Elf episodes. I had to stop, but I don't know. Dot Hack was just my series. Like, if I had to pick any series that was based off a game right now, well, okay, not any. I mean, there's obviously new ones that I like right now, but
Mhm.
it's one of my very favorites of all times. It just, I really loved
Dot
like
I need to
Dark
let my
Rose.
cat
She was
out
one of
real
my favorite.
quick. My cat is meowing.
Okay.
Dot Hack the game Dot Hack did something so phenomenal back in its day.
Yeah,
When
it
MMOs
did.
were just starting to come out, it made an almost perfect one-player MMORPG.
It also like didn't help that it was coming out right when they started translating the series in Cartoon Network, and it was like really gorgeous art. Like the art
Yes,
itself for that time is what made me be like, oh, I gotta watch this.
and Dot Hack Sign was a slow burn anime.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god, it was a slow burn anime, but did it pay off? Oh
Did
god.
it?
And I got the books too. The
Lucky.
the Dot Hack triple the quadruple X. It actually is a really good novel. I've actually
I
reread it like 4 times.
I only had I thought I had most of the books, but I went back and checked my stuff at my parents' place not too long ago, and I don't know where they are. So it's very likely that someone was just like, "Hey, this is mine now." So
Oh dear.
I don't even remember have them. Or I'm sorry, I don't even remember like what the stories were about because I don't have them
Oh
anymore.
no.
And the same thing with the anime. Like I need to rewatch the anime so bad, but I can't do that because of reasons. Like the last time I checked, I couldn't find anyone that had the license for it. It's the same thing for like Blood Plus. I really loved Blood Plus
Blood
so
Plus is a
much.
good one, but
It's
then
so
I
good.
mean, if you want to watch Blood Plus, I can tell you where you can get it. Where
Can
you
you
can
actually
download it.
please? Can you please send me a link? Because deadass, I literally cannot find it. Like the places that
It's the
I keep looking, it's wild.
it's the Pirate Bay.
Of course, it's
I
Pirate
love how it's
fucking
called the
Bay.
pilot.
And the
They
Navy.
still have seeds up for Blood Plus, Dot Hack, all of the old. They have the original English voiced, non-censored Tenchi Muyo
Mm.
that used
Oh,
to air on Toonami.
I actually have those. I'm looking at it right now. I actually have my VHSs of those. I
No,
have
no, no,
like
no,
a
no.
good set of those.
But no, no. Think about it. Not uncensored. That
Yeah,
showed on Toonami and
yeah.
Adult Swim,
They
which
used
was
to. What?
crazy.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say that show was basically borderline hentai.
It was, and that's one of the reasons. Okay, so this is one of the crazy things. So back then, what they did when they were doing like when they were bringing things over and they needed censorship, instead of actually getting the like actually muting some of the parts, they actually had someone that went in and like during the hot tub scenes had drawn on these fake bikinis over them and
Yeah.
some of the doves. So like I have both versions. And I used to think that I was like, oh, why do the bikinis look so see-through? They don't look like they're supposed to be there. And then I grew up, I was like, oh, somebody had to do that by hand on set.
Oh dear.
Which means that they were doing it with one hand.
For hundreds of cells. They're just like, well,
Because
I
I mean,
clock in, but I never clock out.
think about it this way. Tenchi Muyo got me thinking a lot about certain characters that I was watching back in the day. If it wasn't
I
for
love
Tenchi Muyo, I probably would never have had a crush on the Sailor Moon cast.
That's another anime that they were just like, oh, that bathtub thing. Why did she do that? We can't do this. And they're just like, we didn't see that. And I'm like, you lying ass liar who lies. Y'all should have watched it beforehand. But
Oh no, no. Oh no. You want to know something that was completely outrageous that they had to censor.
was it Outlaw Star?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was Outlaw
They had,
Star.
they had to take that whole episode out, and I'll never forgive them because I was just like, let me see my guitar. Let me see it. Let me have this.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, they took out 4 episodes of Pokemon in the original series.
Yeah, they did. But they
I
had
want to see
reasons.
James with his giant tits. Okay,
I
let me
do.
see James
Let
with a
me
big
see
breast.
it. Give me the bikini episode. And that, and then like, what didn't one of the episodes like not have a seizure warning? And then it
Oh
was
The
yeah,
Porygon
pausing
the
episode.
because
Porygon episode.
yeah. And they were just like,
And
we're
then,
sorry, we can't show
and then
this."
they and then they just completely took out the episode with the guns in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild. It's just like this is
Just like that episode
America.
was
I
too
see guns at
American
school.
for Japanese taste.
It's true.
Well, things aren't
It's
looking
Well,
good
true.
in this Xerneas
to be
fight.
honest, Japan has some wild takes. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever watched Pre-Tier?
Why does that sound familiar? Familiar.
Because
I almost had a
it
stroke.
was a technically a knockoff of Madoka Magica, except it was supposed to be
Yeah.
kids. It was supposed to be teenagers ranging from 13 to 17, where one of the characters who's 22 is like, yeah, I like you. I know you're 13. Just wait 3 years. I'll marry
Mm,
you in 3 years. I'm
don't
like,
like that.
wait, what?
Don't like that. Don't like that.
And it was
Sophie.
hilarious because she was like, why can't I marry you now?
And it's like,
And I'm
well,
like,
small
wait, hold
child.
up, it's reciprocated.
No.
Or even better, the fact that there was a fake marriage thing between a 12-year-old boy and a 32-year-old woman.
I mean, that's part of the problem with Tenchi Muyo, right?
Well, yeah, okay, so
I need to
for
buy
Tenchi's
Pokeballs.
quote unquote problems, he's actually an adult.
Yeah, but he ends up getting with all of them at the
No,
end.
he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He does not get with all of them. He actually ends
He
up
does.
denying all of them.
No, 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 no.
Which one? Which one?
Do you mean like Tenchi in Tokyo, or do you mean like the original Tenchi?
There's Tenchi in Tokyo. There's the original Tenchi. There's a Tenchi in
There's like a bunch of
space.
them. But
Yes,
the main canonical one, they said that he gets with all of them.
not by his own choice.
I mean, they got kids, so
Do you want to know what happened? They pulled Ryoko pulled her mom, drugged him, tied him up. We
oh
all
my
know what
god.
happened next.
I hope to God not, because that would mean Mihoshi and them did too.
Yep.
All I know is that Tenchi, like, from what I saw, if I
Was
remember
getting
correctly
bullied.
from the whole story,
What is it,
he was
Topi?
saying that he couldn't choose.
Well, okay,
Me.
he said he couldn't choose. He didn't want to choose because he knew deep down if he
That he was
chose one.
Ryoko.
Well, he he knew deep down if he chose one, all hell would break loose and the harmony in that house would be non-existent.
Nah, he should have picked Ryoko. Ryoko best girl. I'd pick Ryoko.
I have never seen
Ryoko
She
Tenchi
best
Muyo.
girl.
okay. Ryoko may be best girl,
It's
but
wild.
you gotta give some Mihoshi love.
I love Mihoshi. Don't get me wrong. Mihoshi, like, I can listen. Mihoshi would have been my second. I would never go with Ayaka ever, except for like she would be number. Wait, she's like number 6 out of all of them. It would be Mihoshi. It would be Ryoko,
So you and me
Mihoshi,
are in this
and
together,
then
Topi.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god, what is the other girl's name?
Ayaka? Or you talk about Sasami?
Not Ayaka, not Sasami. Washu. I don't know
Oh,
why. I just love Washu. I love Washu
Ryoko's
so much.
mom?
Yeah, I love Washu. I love Ryoko and I love Washu, but Ryoko was main girl for me. It's basically one of the very first harem shows that got popular in America. It came on in Toonami. It's like
It's a
it's like
slice of life that's
but
not
with
afraid to
in
show titties.
space. Yeah. Except for the channel that was on. It was wild. But it was
Because
also kind of shoujo-esque in a way.
so the main plot was mainly Tenchi is technically not an Earthling; he's an alien. His
You keep
Part
telling me to
grandfather
have
alien.
to
was
mute because
part
I
alien,
can't.
half alien. His
Mm-hmm.
grandfather was like, "Yeah, I don't want to be a prince anymore. Goodbye," and just fled to Earth because you know Earth is a backwater planet,
Yep.
so no one would
Yep.
ever think he would be there. So what
I
ended up
mean, you're not
happening
wrong.
was Ryoko followed his father because he quote unquote not followed, but his father followed Ryoko because giant space pirate, she needed to be sealed or she needed to be stopped. Sealed her on Earth, and then he lost contact with his home planet, and everyone was like, "Where the fuck did he go?"
That's depending on which Tenchi Muyo you're watching. There's like 9 versions of Tenchi Muyo because the author was just like, what if I did this? What if I did that? What if I put them in space and made them all cops?
So the author was
Well,
just like,
okay,
fuck
hold on.
the fans, I might
Tenchimuyo
make my own
GXT was
names.
not
That's not
Tenchimuyo
even.
GXT was not a it wasn't Tenchi, okay? It was
It
supposed to be a
wasn't
sequel.
Tenchi, right? But
It
you
was
know it
supposed to
was
be
Tenchi.
it was supposed to be his technically grandchild, which we all
Right.
know is
Like,
not Tenchi.
it's like, they're just like, we're just gonna draw the guy pretty close to the same. And it's like, this is what we get. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love Tenchi Muyo. I used to love Hina. One of my favorite series of like romance series of all time was Ranma One Half before the new Ranma One Half came out. Like, I love those kind of series as a kid. I don't know why. It was
Lupino was
between those or
great.
Dragon Ball Z.
Okay,
There's no.
hold on. I have to ask this. Since you watched Love Hina, have you watched everybody's favorite British magical girl rom com?
I'm scared. Which one?
Negima.
Okay, listen. If I had to choose, if I had to
Okay,
choose,
listen is
okay,
wild.
there was no way that I was not gonna read Negima because it's made by the same guy that did Love Hina, and I was like, well, I gotta fall into this mess. They're drawing the same, and
And so for people who don't know what Negima is, think about it this way: a 10-year-old doctor, a 10-year-old who has a
yeah,
doctor's degree,
it's
teaches a
fucking
magical
insane.
class full of 13 and 14-year-old females, which then
It's wild.
he has to get quote unquote lewd with them so they can transform into magical girls to protect themselves from.
It's wild. Like
Absolute just
And
self-insert fantasy
he
there.
ends up getting with the person who hits him the most.
as it's Love Hina as well, but like
Yes, but
it's
at least
stop
with Love
it.
Hina, the main female character redeems herself in the end.
Does she?
Yes, she actually
Does
does.
she?
She actually does. I mean, to be honest, okay. At least Negima
Sophie.
did. At least Negima didn't have had a Brocon sister that literally tries to rape him every chance she gets.
I mean, here's the
Right.
thing about Negima. I stopped reading it after they got to the third manga because it was so many characters and I'm like, this was wild, and the whole thing was just like I had to
45
put this
characters.
down. Just like the whole roster of people. I'm just like, I ain't got this in me, and this is getting weird. So I'm gonna put it down. With Love Hina,
Yeah, Topi, that makes sense.
I
It's like, that could only happen in anime.
yeah, it definitely like if I'm reading that as like a kid when you should not be reading it, and you're just like, what is going on? Like, I don't even know why, besides that I knew this was the same person that did Love Hina, why I picked it up. And then I read it and I was like, we put that back down.
I know why I picked it up. It was mainly the transformations.
Ah, gotcha, heard you. That makes sense.
Because
Some of them
I picked it
were
up.
wild.
I picked it up for the transformations and for the fact that I wanted to see the lolly vampire turn into an actual her adult form again.
Oh no. I don't even know who that is. I don't want to know.
Evangeline.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Like, Monster Musume is, yeah, Topi, you get it. I love Monster Musume, and I think the Spider Girl is best girl. And
Ranchera, yeah.
yeah.
Is there an after
and
Musume but reverse harem? Like it's all men?
I wish there should be more Otome stuff, but there's not. And
there is one.
Oh, there is? For men?
Yeah, there is one. It's similar to the doctor one.
Are you gonna say Diabolic Lovers?
No, not that one.
Okay, thank God.
Is it the one where the girl has red hair? She gets like the gorilla power.
No, we're talking like
talking
something
about.
like Monster Musume, but reverse harem.
Yeah, it's basically Monster Musume but reversed. But I don't know how to say it because they didn't release the English naming for it.
Try and say
it. I can't read Japanese.
Just like copy and paste it into my chat. I'll read it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean like it's not like English Japanese words. It's literally kanji.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put it in. Yeah, put it in.
Hold on, let me find it then. Because there's also if you're looking for an ultimate, I mean technically there's Vampire Knight.
No.
Okay, apparently there's history with Vampire Knight here.
No. Jesus God, no. Why would you say that?
Or if you ever read the manga because it doesn't have an anime adaptation, there's Punch.
I read the manga. Still no.
Oh, I'm
Still
scared.
no? You've actually read it? I'm surprised.
Curiosity kills the cat. That's why I said no.
Yeah, it sure does.
I've had to watch Twilight and read Twilight.
I have never watched or read Twilight, thank God. Ah, I just have that punched me in the brain thinking of Vampire Knight. I can't.
Girls like
Oh.
girls like her in the anime do tend to annoy me very much so.
I think Bugsy's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just told
Bugsy's
him we'll
just
reschedule, and then he's been tired and good night. I'd rather him sleep.
yeah.
Which is fair.
Yes, like above the outback too. So let's have him sleep. We can all reschedule someday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's still
Probably
like
next
6 days
month.
left in the month, so
as long as he's not dead.
I mean, he
he's
could
just
just do like a friend of mine, like depending which one each month. Uh, like this month could be just the platinum one. Next month is
well, he already
Gen
has like a
5.
full year's schedule of stuff he wants to do. So friend of mine won't be able
Oh
to
yeah.
happen until after all that's done. So he wants to get as
Yeah,
far as he can
I
this
think
time.
I think he's gonna before we do another friend, or I think the next friend lock we do. I think he said he was gonna try to go for infinite
Yeah, he
or go
wanted
back
to
to
go back to
infinite.
Infinite Fusion.
Please, God, I
Is
just
he
want to
gonna
see him
start? Is
go
he gonna
again.
start over or continue?
I don't
Probably
know. I don't
start
remember
over
what he
because
said.
Axis kind of fucked over our dupes cause with the gambling.
Ugh.
You know
Huh,
what? Here. I may not have found it, but I found something else.
Oh,
I'm scared.
I'll just post it in the chat.
hey,
It's a link to the Monster Boys tag
Monster
for
Boys or Basha gonna.
ooh,
yeah.
ooh,
What
gotta save
did
that
you
for
say?
later.
Oh,
Wait, wait,
There you go.
Merman in my
Have
tub.
fun.
I love that one, and I always ship him with the guy with the dude.
Oh, it's Seven Seas. You know Seven Seas got me. They got me, boy. They got me. They got me. They got
Seven
me.
Seeds. Oh my God! You actually did you watch it or did you read it?
Nah, I listen. I
Oh
didn't watch
no,
or I just trust anything Seven Seas does because they're
Basha,
goated. Yeah?
Oh,
the Titan's Bride is listed here.
Where?
Look, scroll, go to that link and scroll all the way down. The Titan's Bride is there.
wait,
Oh
which
yeah,
one?
Titan's
Where?
Bride.
I read the Every time I read a manga,
Oh Lord.
I'm always like, how does that work? And then I'm like, please let it work. Let them have Impreg.
Let it
Swat.
happen. Listen, Titan's Bride is something that I was just like, huh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and my eyes should be closed. And then it was 7 o'clock in the morning and my eyes still should have been closed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that story is like only 10% plot, and the rest of it is just fun
Yep.
times.
Ooh, Merman in My Tub is actually really
Ooh,
cute. Like
yeah,
the
that
anime is really
one.
cute.
Yeah, I
That
remember
one's
so
super
that.
cute.
cute. And then
There you go.
Survamp, Species Domain.
Hmm?
I
That
would
looks
ship him actually for some reason. Like whenever I was
wild.
watching the anime, I would ship them like back then. I'm like, these
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
so cute.
I wish there was another season of it. I wish there was another Oh, Nursey told me. Okay, I seen this one. And then what else? What we got? We
I
got
hope that keeps you occupied for your craving of Otome Monster Boys.
listen, listen. I have things that cannot be said. That
Yeah, we're on stream, so be careful with your words.
I will. I promise.
Thank God Beauty and the Beast with an S in the end isn't here because I do not like reading that at all. The girl is very annoying.
Is that the
That's
one
fair.
with the girl that my gosh. Is she the one where
She falls into
no.
another world and then she meets a tiger boy and then she
Okay.
falls into a pit and meets a snake boy.
Okay, I didn't know if I would dream that or not. I was just like, do I need to read this? Because like
No.
yeah, I started to, and then I don't remember what happened. I think we were at my friend's house because um there's something else we were Oh,
Toby.
Lord. We were talking about Lord, and then my friend showed me that, and then we went back to Lord because Lord fucking rules, and it deserved better. But that was when we were talking about yaoi, and I can't go back into my yaoi face. I just
Come
can't do
on,
it.
go back to your Yaoi phase.
I can't.
Come back into the pits
It's
with
like
us.
There's a new ice anime that's like Beauty on Ice, but it's
okay.
different.
Yeah, Xernea's
Do y'all
battle
want to hear a
time.
story about Yuri on Ice?
Oh my god. Not
Like,
Yuri on Ice.
I hate it when it got canceled. The movie got canceled. I'm so
I
sad.
waited 7 years for them to be like, "Go fuck yourself," and it's like, I will, with
Oh,
tears
it's a
in my
coffee!
Hey, Coffee.
Hoping.
Coffee, I'm streaming.
Hey, coffee. Bugsy's still asleep, and so I just
Yeah,
told
they're
him to
just
go to
chilling with
bed.
me as I'm streaming. I was gonna stream and
Yeah.
then stream while doing the Bugsy friend lock thing, but I'm guessing Bugsy's just in a coma.
Yeah.
Good night.
Okay. I'll be
Probably.
right back.
Alright.
Well, at this point, I'd rather him pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like he was having a rough day at work. Or it seems like it, anyway.
Yeah, I know how that is. I know how it
Me
is.
too. That being said,
Mm.
I am gonna head off to bed. I was going to stay on a little bit longer, but I also had a very long day, and I might need to meditate a little bit. My feelings,
Mm.
they're kind of hurt, and they're not
Fair.
hurt. I just like I just have a lot on my brain, and I still have to like turn in projects and stuff, which
Mm.
they're fairly easily, but I should have done them, and I didn't.
The procrastination is real.
Listen, I still get an A in my classes. That's all that matters. If I submitted at 11:59, it's still 11:59.
Topi says good night and
Fair.
that you're wonderful.
Aw, Topi is always wonderful too. Bye, Topi. Bye, friendos. It was nice to meet y'all.
Good night.
See ya.
Goodbye. I might come back. I might be lying. Who knows?
Also, if you need suggestions or to find specific manga or anime, let me know. I've been nicknamed in my friend's server as Gideon the All-Knowing,
I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
so might
then.
as well start living up to that name.
Oh, lost the Xerneas fight. Alright, let's see if we got any shinies. No shiny Boltund. No shiny Manectric. No shiny Sceptile. Damn.
Rip, no shiny Sceptile, man.
Yeah, that would have gone so hard. That would be so cool. Now we go again!
Speaking of uh, specific anime,
Hmm?
question for you guys: have y'all seen the old and new versions of Fruit Baskets?
I did watch the old version, but I couldn't finish the new version.
How come?
As an example of why, you know the Tiger Girl and how she is like selectively mute for some reason?
Yeah.
In the older version, they show her clinging to Toru and following her around a bunch. But in the newer version, instead of showing it, they just say that she's been following Toru around and has been clinging to her. So they told instead of shown. And that made me lose all faith that the adaptation was going to be good.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I like I like the. Okay, I have to ask this. Did you watch up to the point where they mentioned that the the girl who likes Kyo, I keep forgetting which one it was, but the girl who's like stalking Kyo, wanted to tie him up and have her way with him.
I believe
'Cause
it.
that one was odd, but it was something that I remember fondly because I was like, my instance as a child watching this, she's crazy.
It's like, she's crazy.
Granted,
This is surely
her
not going to
meaning of
awaken
having her
anything in
way
me.
with him is just kissing him. Yeah. But I was like, she's crazy. But when I found out she just wanted to kiss him, I was like, okay, then why does she need to tie him up? And then I never understood it until like 10 years later. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what she wants. I know they took out quite a bit of stuff from the original for the new one.
Hmm. Like, was the newer one longer to compensate for the stuff they couldn't add in the first one, or was it the same amount of episodes?
I think it was supposed to have been shorter.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't get it with remakes and stuff, how they think they can just fast forward through the stuff they need to set up the story. Like with the new Shaman King, they skipped over so much. And Topi, I see that. I'm trying not to freak out and laugh.
Okay, so okay, I see why they did some of the stuff they did now.
Hmm.
Looking at it. So the main thing about the 2019 and the 2001, the 2001 only covers the early part of the manga and changes everything about Aikido. The
Hmm.
2019 follows more of the manga because the 2001 caught up with the manga too fast, and so
Hmm.
they had to do the Full Metal Alchemist treatment and
Yeah.
divert from it. But the 2019 one follows the manga more and it's supposed to have a lot more of it. And Takaya was also more involved with it. So that's also why they took some things out because it didn't align with the manga.
Hmm. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Need to watch and read Zatch Bell? I remember watching Zatch Bell when I was a kid.
According to Zatch Bell was wild.
Yeah.
Zatch Bell was
Oh, bye,
wild.
Saki, I guess.
Oh,
Oh dear.
bye.
It's like, I guess she felt awkward and
Zatch Bell
didn't.
was wild.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I apologize about that. Didn't make me feel awkward.
Nah, I think Saki's just that kind of person. Like, they were quiet for a while, so I'm guessing they were trying to find the right time to leave, but they didn't want to interrupt us.
Oh, I kind of talk too much, but it's stuff that I actually enjoy.
Nah, the yapping is enjoyable. It's fun.
If you want to talk about a wild anime, Huli Huli.
I've never actually watched Really Cooley, but I've like seen video essays about it.
It it's an anime that is that actually has a decent story and as wild and unpredictable as it is, technically follows a flow and a pattern.
Hmm.
And it's more about the psyche of a kid who's trying to grow up too fast and not stay as a kid to someone who he sees as an adult but wants to continue being a child. That, and there's a lot of sexual tension in that anime. When I mean a lot of sexual tension, I'm talking about like they make a lot of references to some very sexualized stuff, but it never goes anywhere too far. To be honest, I don't think there was an actual like full ecchi scene, just implied stuff. I think the closest thing that ever got to an ecchi was the guy the main character confessed his feelings for the girl, and he giving her a kiss, and then plot happened. Oh wait, no, there was that one bath scene.
Of course, the bath scene. There's always a bath scene. That and the beach episode. There's always at least
More
one.
of more. So funny enough, when I mean the bath scene, it wasn't from her. It was, I think, of his father.
Oh.
Yes. It's hard to describe Fooly Cooly because it is a anime that you just have to watch, and then you watch for a second time to actually try to understand it.
Yeah, my taste in anime
It's
is
not
kind of
like it's a
trash.
mystery.
I'm very much an isekai fan.
Hey! I love isekai. I have watched, I think, almost all the isekais that came around. To be fair, there is one isekai that I'm technically waiting for
Hmm?
to happen. They they did mention it, but uh where is it? I'm actually gonna have to look up the one. Oh, Overgeared.
Overdeered? Sorry.
Overgeared. Yep.
Overgear. I haven't heard of that one.
Overgeared. That that one is a really good manga, and I can't really call it isekai because he's not like getting reincarnated, but it's more similar to Sword Art Online, except no one's getting trapped there. It's mainly like the guy's adventure. So actually, you know what? You seen the anime an old guy's life in a VR MMO? The main
Uh,
character's name is Earth.
no, I haven't.
That one's good too, but it's similar to that, where basically you kind of just follow along the guy's adventures inside the world. Except, unlike Overgeared, unlike the one I'm talking about, Overgeared is more serious-esque,
Hmm.
where there's some like comedy in it, but it's more like, hey, like you see how this guy who's insanely lucky and unlucky at the exact same time go through his adventures, and even though he's unlucky, more oftentimes he's lucky because of his determination, hard work, and goddamn grit. I'm not saying willpower, his goddamn grit. Because some of that stuff would have broken most people, regardless of the willpower they have.
Yeah, I think my
I'm
isekai
kind of
is
curious if they're
more.
ever gonna bring that.
My taste is a bit more different. Do you know By the Grace of the Gods?
Yep,
Yeah, that's one of my favorite comfort anime. So something along those
that's
lines.
fair. Okay.
It's just
You
like
ever heard of
definitely not the
Bofuri?
best animated, but Bofuri? Yeah, I've heard about it. Haven't watched it though.
It's if you just want a lighthearted, like just generic RPG anime, it's it's hilarious. The actual English name is I didn't want to get hurt, so I maxed out my defense.
Yeah, I think I watched a Mother's Basement video about it.
It she main character is basically a Mary Sue, but like
Mm.
in the most adorable way possible. But then it gets outrageous.
Let's see, I'm trying to think off the top of my head what anime I like. I know this season I'm watching Windbreaker and the redo of the King. I know the Japanese names, but I don't know the English ones.
Okay. I'm assuming you're more of an enjoyer of very niche anime or isekais than like the super popular ones.
Um, yeah, that could probably describe it well.
Because I was gonna ask, did you ever watch Rudius and
Oh,
his
I watched Mushoku Tensei.
the a lot of people who hate the main character because he's extremely pervy.
It's just like the protagonist is who we follow. The protagonist doesn't have to be a good person.
Yes.
And some people just seem to forget that.
Yes. 100%. 100%. But
It's
the
just
other
like
one
the
that
point is that he's a dick and that he's a pervert, so that he can grow from being a dick and a pervert.
yes, and he does. The other anime I was gonna ask if you watched was the beginning after the end.
Oh yeah, I'm watching that one.
I love that one.
Apparently, fans
It's
of the original comic are kind of mad that they're not getting a higher quality adaptation, but it's just like my guy. It's anime.
they want
High quality
they
is
want
not the
more.
norm.
Okay, a lot of people wanted like Bishoku Tensei first season level of quality, okay,
Mm.
or 1,000 Year Blood War quality.
Yeah, it's just like I've never heard of this before it got an adaptation, and I didn't even know it was an adaptation until I saw like shorts of it saying how people were disappointed in the adaptation. It's just like I watched the
Yeah,
first episode and thought it was all right. Let's see, I have actually a list of anime that I like nearby. Let me just go grab that.
I have so many. I can't make a list.
See, as long as you don't get a
I've had a lot of
seven,
anime
the
where like
season 3 or Record of Ragnarok, then it's fine. Yeah, Record of Ragnarok, I hear was so bad.
but I loved Record of Ragnarok season 1 and 2. I'm also one of those people that's a diehard fan of like a specific anime,
Oh, which one?
and I'm not afraid to say it. One Piece.
Ah, I watched it when I was a kid, but to try to catch up now would be kind of impossible.
It to be honest, um, if you were trying to do it, let's say, uh, about like 2 months ago, you actually would have caught up because they were redoing they redid Fishman, the Fishman Island arc, and you basically had like 4 months of time to catch up. which, to
Mm.
be honest, if you're watching like 10 or so episodes, you can. But then they're also remaking One Piece to
Yeah, I
fix
heard
the
about
pacing.
that. Like
And a lot of
honestly,
people are upset.
I might just watch that remake because like it's been going since the
Perfectly
90s,
fair.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they definitely need like an upgrade in the animation.
Oh yeah, they did. You can. So funny thing is, and I actually like to see. I sometimes watch some of the older episodes to like, and watch some of the newer ones to be
Mhm.
like, yeah, the animation, like you can see when it upgrades. The animation upgrades from like the earlier seasons to when you hit the midpoint to when you hit the late midpoint to when you start hitting the the later season.
Mhm.
And it's actually like almost like you could just see he's either getting better or using more tools at his disposal that he didn't have before.
Mm. Let's see. Oh,
Hello.
hello, I'm
Hello.
streaming.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No,
Do you
you're
want me
good.
to
You're
come
good.
in?
I was waiting in here the hope for that hope that Bugsy would wake up, but it seems that he is in the deep eep.
He really is. I was about to ask.
He's indisposed.
Oh no, he's in that coma deep. Oh
He's living
God.
that coma life.
Yep.
He really is. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, he's gonna wait till he wakes up. Oh my God. No, if you're streaming, I can go ahead and go, or if it's just you two or anything. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not streaming. I'm just sitting here talking about anime and like old,
Yeah.
like reminiscing of nostalgia or anime that's basically borderline hentai.
Bruh, that is a fucking mood, bruh. And like, do you mind if I stay or?
Yeah, you can stay.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks. What
So
was I
yeah,
gonna
how's your
say?
day been?
It's been good. It's been good. I just got back from working out, so now I'm
Oh.
like tired. Yeah, and then I was like, oh, let me get on this, and I was like, is Lexi still asleep? Or did stream end? I'm not too sure. I'm like, what? So he's in that coma for real, for real. Oh my God.
Yep.
So you were talking about nostalgia anime. What kind? What kind? What kind?
Oh, Shadow was
Oh
going on about
boy.
One Piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going about how One Piece. You can if you watch the earlier episodes, and then you can see the change in quality of the animation for the anime during certain parts or certain key checkpoints into the story.
Oh, now I can
And
see that.
and if you really think about it, it is actually a marvel when you see it because of how if you understand animation,
Mhm.
it is kind of like a checkpoint. It's like, hey, I leveled up. Let me show everyone what I've learned. Or hey, I got better tools at my disposal now. Let me show you what I mean.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something real quick. No, I think I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably terrible for this. I have only seen the Fort Kids version of One Piece. I
Not
think.
the
Nah,
bastardized
same. I
version.
watched that as a kid.
Like yeah, but I remember I was like the last thing I left on, and I think like, or was it Cartoon Network? I don't know, like it was Toonami. I'm not sure which one, but I think it was
Konami.
the Four Kids. I don't know which one, but I remember leaving off the part where they find or they meet, what's his name? Oh my God, is it Chomper?
Describe him
Am
and
I?
I can tell you who it
Is it?
is.
It's the little deer dude,
Oh,
like
Oh,
little
Chopper?
Chopper.
deer.
Bugsy!
Yeah, Chopper. Yeah,
Awake!
Lexi.
You have awoken! You are now in the
Bugsy
land of the
lives.
living. Hello?
What?
Good morning.
Wait,
I'm
Oh my,
streaming.
you're
good
awake.
morning.
Good morning.
The
You
warning
were
voice.
deep in that
so
sleep,
good.
bro.
No, I think I'm sick.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Then why are you
did
awake?
say yesterday the other day you were feeling sick, or like you were getting. Oh no!
Yeah. I just want to let you guys know that stream got canceled tonight because I literally feel
Yeah.
like shit.
Yeah, no, dude. Take your time. If you need to
Yeah,
get
I've
better,
just been streaming on
rest.
my end and chatting with
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go to bed. You go get some rest, dude.
Alright. Bye bye.
Alright.
Good
Bye.
See you,
night.
Bugsy.
Poor thing.
Oh
Ozzy.
man.
No.
Poor Buggy.
I did see Abby. Hello.
Hi, Pookie.
Hi, Pookie.
How you
Aw,
doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Aw, poor Bugsy. Oh, like I was saying, I was like, I even said it. I was like, he did say felt like he was
Yeah.
getting sick the other day, and I was like, I wonder if he did get sick. So, I was like, what is it? I was just like, yeah, poor thing, poor baby, poor baby.
Yeah, he
Oh, he
deserves
comas,
that
but
coma. He deserves that coma.
He needs that. I think his body was like, you need to like,
It's like,
lay
stop
down.
working.
He does
Go to
look
bed.
calm, but you
Stop
know
working. Go to bed. Go to sleep.
You see that bed? You see those
No.
blankets? Nice soft pillow? Go.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Right there. It's calling you. It's calling you. Oh. What is it? I was saying like Chomper. That was where I left off, where like
Yeah, Chopper.
Chomper joined the crew. Yeah.
Chopper, yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
Tony,
where I
Tony
left
Hello?
Chopper.
I think when I
Yeah,
left
talking
off,
about-
they had just gone up into like the Sky Island.
Oh
Oh,
shit! I didn't
Skypiea?
even get that far.
That's
Yeah.
that's part of the middle arc. So that's like you're like right in the middle.
Yeah.
But thing is, I
Yep,
hadn't
yep,
You
watched
haven't-
it from the beginning. Like they were in the middle of like the Croc arc in the desert when I
Mhm.
first started watching it, like week to week.
Oh,
And then it
Alabasta.
stopped airing when I got the Skypiea, or I just got bored or busy or something.
Yeah.
Fair.
That is the last thing I saw One Piece, but that was like years ago. And then, after that,
Mhm.
more episodes just started coming out, and I just could not catch up. I don't have the energy to catch up. But do I admit, like, it goes crazy? Hell yeah. Like, hell yeah. For
Oh,
the
yeah.
people that can catch up, you have my honest to God respect. I'm like,
Yeah, I've
because
seen like
I
animation
can't-
clips of recent episodes, and it's just like, oh damn, they're popping
yeah.
off.
Oh dang! Oh dang! I think the arc that I do want to see, because it looks like it'll hurt me deeply, is the one with Yamato. I think is the character's name.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah, I want to be hurt. I like Aang.
you like? Oh, you want to see her backstory? Got it.
Yeah.
Is
I wanna
Yamato a girl or a
see the whole
boy?
back.
She has giant titties.
But like I think I
like,
read
I
online
could-
somewhere that Yamato was trans, but
I
was just open
No,
about
she's
having
not
tops.
trans. No. So Yamato is a character who idolizes Odin so much she wants to be him. So she basically tried to change her entire identity around it.
Mm.
Problem is, she's a very tall lady with very giant titties.
Ah, alright.
And I'm talking about like 8 feet tall.
is that.
I don't know
Oh,
much.
Toby
if
says
not
that
anything
Yamato
about
goes by
One
he,
Piece.
him, and says, I am
Same.
a man.
Yes.
I'm gonna head out. Good night, guys.
Good night.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
So this is Yamato.
Mm-hmm.
Yee. I don't know. I guess like from what I see, I thought Yamato was trans. That was my guess. That was my always guess. But like I like to think they were probably trans. Fuck
So
yeah.
let me see if I can,
Mm-hmm.
let me see if I can show you how they introduced her as. How they introduced her. because she also changes into a she also changes into like a semi deity or devil fruit transformation.
Hmm.
Yeah, Toby says that he they say I am a man and that they're called the son of Kaido. So I'm guessing they are
Yeah.
trans, they just have the tatas.
We stand that. I'm like, we stand that. So, but with nostalgia anime, I was gonna mention like my go-to when I think nostalgia is Inuyasha. I'm that bitch. Especially when you would wake up with the endings and everything. You know, like you would just what do you call it? What do you call it? You would hear like what is it? The Shishomaru ending, Fukai Mori, or like any of the endings. You would wake up at 3 in the morning. You'd just be like, "What's going on?" And then you just look at the end and you're like, "Oh my god, what is this?" That was like that's the nostalgia for me is like just what is it? I should probably have not been up that late at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., but you know, I was like watching Yasha like, oh, this is a shit. I used to watch a lot of Inuyasha. That I think that's my nostalgic anime there.
Here you go. This is how they introduced Yamato.
Bear hug. Bear hug.
So like you technically couldn't tell with the clothing that they were female up until they took the mask off and ripped their clothes. And even in to be honest too, because she idolized Odin so much, she basically says, I am Odin. Therefore, she doesn't realize or doesn't care about certain things. So, like, at the end of the Wano arc, when all the males went into the hot springs, because Yamato's like, I'm Odin, goes into the male's hot springs completely naked. And you know what happened with Sanji.
Yeah.
Sanji basically died and went to heaven.
I was gonna ask. What is your Twitch handle?
Oh, I put a link to it in the self promo Twitch chat thing.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That way I could go and follow you real quick.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Yeah. Give me a second. This is always me, like, scrolling through Discord when there's a bunch. I'm like, all right, let me go find it. Because they merge. My eyes are crossing. I can't see. I can't see nothing.
Okay, Topi says that when Luffy met them, he said, I thought said you were a man. But then Yamato says, if Odin was a man, then I am a man because I am Odin. So they self-identify as a man.
The whole idolization.
Oh, there it is. I found it. There we go. Let me go click that. I'm gonna go follow you, Pookie. I got you.
Yeah.
Yamato's just quirky. Oh, I probably should show you Yamato's transformation.
Do follow, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're so cute.
Oh, thank you.
I love
I
your
drew it
design.
myself.
Wait. Oh, really? Sheesh.
Yeah.
You're so cute. Yeah. Wait, I just realized you're a bunny. I'm a bunny. Hell yeah! Except,
Well,
you
I'm
know,
technically
cyber
a
bunny.
chimera,
Same
so
thing.
I'm like half bunny, half fox.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see you. Okay.
Yeah. I have a foxtail on the bottom.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god. I fucking love that. That's
Yeah, if you
cute.
go to Pokemon and you look at the art that I put there for the friend lock, you'll see my foxtail.
me see.
Uh-huh.
We go see. Let me see. Oh, what a cutie! Cutie patootie! So cute. I'm gonna die. Yes, it makes sense. It makes sense. Half bunny, half fox, fully adorable. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh no,
I'm just a feral
I'm
bunny
being
rat.
complimented from multiple sides. Oh no.
I'm a feral bunny rat. You are the adorable half bunny, half fox. Yeah.
Do you ever find another Zerdy Dynamax?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. It's one more fight and then the Xerneas boss fight. So we're almost there.
Almost there.
Halfway there.
We're halfway
Oh, we're
there.
halfway there. Now, living on a prayer.
There's two different types of people. I
Ayo,
was like,
Topi,
there's that
ayo.
one, and then there's the freaking big time rush version I was thinking. God, that's an old one. All right, I am going to head out. You guys
Aight.
have a good night. Have a
You
good rest
too.
of your
Bye.
stream. Thank you for having me for a little bit.
Yes,
Thank
thank you for
you.
coming.
Yeah, you have a good night, okay?
Okay,
And you have a
you
good
too.
night
Good
too,
night.
Topi. I'll see you in chat. All right. Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
See ya.
Yeah, Topi, I do sing from time to time.
Oh, what do you like to sing?
Mostly it's just whatever is in my head, and whatever is in my head mostly comes from musicals.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, I have my my list of anime that I like.
Okay.
Let's see.
Lay it on me.
In terms of like fantasy and isekai, I have Overlord on here. I have Fukigen no Mononoke-an. And then there's a Ooh, Planet With, that was a good one. And Centaur no Nayami. And ooh, not fantasy, but Akudama Drive from a few years ago was really good. And then Otome Game Sekai
Okay.
was a good one. And Kumo desu ka
You talk about
Nanika.
My Life in Otome?
Otome Game Sekai, I think the rest has something to do with. I think the English translation is it's hard being a mob in an isekai world or something like that.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I was thinking about. That I love that one.
Yeah, that one's really good. And then So I'm a Spider, So What?
That's a good one too.
Mm-mm. I do wonder how they're going to continue that story, though, in animation. Because they have this whole gimmick of the past and the future. Oh, spoilers! Of the past and the future taking place at the same time in the story and then slowly being revealed.
Yep.
So it's just like, how are they going
I'm
to
caught up with the
continue
manga.
that? Ooh.
Yeah.
I haven't read the manga yet.
They explain a little bit better, but you start noticing certain things when you read the manga about the past and future converging.
Mm-hmm.
But when you read the manga, it wasn't so prevalent early on. So you kind of get an idea of like, okay, something's going on, either time, there's wibbly bombly, timey wimey stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or something interesting is constantly going around and is causing time to reverse. But then you start slowly gathering the pieces. It's like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
so
that's so
this is what's
cool.
happening. I won't say any more though because I don't want to spoil it if
Yeah, I
you
don't want to give
really
like too
enjoy
many
it.
spoilers. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to be that guy, you know.
So what are the other ones?
I have a long list of stuff that's not fantasy related. Like Buddy Daddies, that was a good anime.
Lay it on me. Okay.
Let's see, there's Ballroom e Yokoso. Oh, welcome into chat, Sorrent. Am I hosting? Yeah, I could host. I could host an adventure. Have to wait till this one's done, though. Let's see, there's also Mairimashita Iruma-kun, love that anime. Let's see, Tanaka-kun wa Itsumo Ketaruge, that's a good one. And Skate the Infinity, I like that. So yeah, Okiku Furikabute, that's a good nostalgic anime for me. And Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun and Shirobako, those are good. Oh, an isekai one I forgot earlier was Remonster, but that one, oh, that one was a fun watch.
Remonster.
They had a pregnancy speed run.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet.
I'm guessing you've seen the original work or something?
I'm caught up with the manga.
Ah. But yeah, that one was such a fun watch. It's just like, oh, okay, this is happening now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So funny enough, the anime cut down a lot of the fluff that was in the manga.
Ooh. Really?
Yes. I don't think you would want 2 episodes of straight of stuck in a cave doing you know what.
Well, now I have to go read the manga.
Or the sexual tension.
Like, I like that they went the full harem route. It's just like, there's not
The
picking
new
one over the
season
other.
for Fire Force is out.
Ooh.
Nope. You're mine, and you're mine, and you're mine, and you're mine. Ooh, I want you too. Let me pick up this dryad too.
And like how they are tongue-in-cheek about it in the anime, just like, I will not get into detail, but needless to say, it was a very fun time.
A very eventful night. Oh, did you ever watch Cooking in Another World?
I have seen one. Let's
The
see.
one where he has the one where he has Fenrir as his ally.
Yes, I have seen that one. I was recommended a bunch of clips of it on YouTube, and then it's just like, okay, fine, I'll watch it. Like, I think it was Sui-chan clips that really convinced me. The little slime.
Mm-hmm. Sui's
Yes.
Sui's cinnamon roll.
Sui is so cute. Too good for this world. Too pure. We're like halfway through with the Xerneas fight now. It's so close.
Oh, that's one I wanted to see if you've watched. Have you seen Magic Maker?
Magic Maker? Oh, I think I started watching
Yep,
that one,
it's an isekai.
but then I stopped it.
Uh, what caused you to stop?
I think I was just bored from the first episode.
Fair enough. It is a slow start.
Yeah, and then there was also that whole thing of magic coming from love, and he declared his love for his sister. And it's just like, no.
Well, so they actually rectify. They actually not rectify, but they go into more detail on that the very next episode, and they figured out it's technically not love. It is a strong emotion.
Just any strong emotion.
Any intense emotion.
Okay.
Yes. The easiest way to show that emotion at that time was caring for your sibling or love. But they ended up finding out having a strong desire to do anything, whether it be anger, sadness, rage, love, happiness, even laughter, caused magic to happen. To be fair, it does follow the trope of you only know as much as the main character. So you have to either kind of understand what the premise of the system of the magic is, or you've learned with the character.
All right.
Not saying for you to rewatch it, but that's just how it is. You only know as much as the character knows. Oh, I forgot. I want to ask this. Have you seen Moonlight Fantasy?
No, I haven't.
You haven't seen Moonlit Fantasy? Oh,
well,
my
I don't remember
God.
seeing it.
Basically, main character gets summoned into another world by a goddess, gets told, "Oh, you're not beautiful enough. I'm just gonna drop you off in this wasteland. Go die for me." And he basically, through some other things that you kind of notice going on, like you figured out his parents were insanely attractive. He just got born with a mid face.
Oh dear.
But he's like very adaptive when it comes to learning magic or just in general everything. But not like he's not like super OP about it. He's more of is the way that he was taught growing up made him broken inside the new world, because he ends up figuring out later on that his parents were from the world that he just got isekai'd into.
Oh. Well, that's a twist.
And then he tames a dragon who becomes a very hot chick who likes historical samurai dramas. And then he ends up taming a gluttonous spider who becomes a hot chick who is now a not possessive. She's not a yandere, but she's close enough. She basically adores him, and if you don't like him, well, you know, she doesn't. You don't exist in her eyes. And then you have his entire mindset of, I don't want to do anything in this world besides protect the people I care about. I don't want to be this hero. I don't want to be a villain. I don't want to be tied down to any country.
Oh.
But then you end up finding out he's like really dark.
Nerd.
Hey, dumbass.
Careful, I'm streaming. Oh.
He's just doing that just to say that, because so you know, dumbass is the one that gives me the nickname of Gideon the All-Knowing.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember the name of another anime I like. I don't think I had it written down, so I have to look up the the ending song for it because I have it saved.
The ending song for it. Oh my.
Yeah. Oh,
We have
it's
the
this one. I'll just go ahead and
Oh.
put the link in here so you can go see it. But yeah, I watched this one and liked it.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
that
love
that
that one.
yeah, the ending song is actually on the American iTunes. I have it on my iPod as we speak.
Really?
Yeah. Like the majority of anime songs aren't available on American iTunes, so it's like very surprising when I do find them. And like the Mighty Mashita Iruma-kun soundtrack, the entirety of it is on iTunes as well. Like the OPDED, the character theme songs that play in the background, all that, it's all on iTunes, which is just so insane to me.
Yeah. Okay, so that one MMO thing I was telling you about, the main character's name is Earth.
Mm-hmm.
The name is a playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life.
Ah,
Or
okay.
or Toru Osano VR MMO. That one's hilarious for
Mm.
other reasons, but oh boy, what other one do I would love to recommend?
Let's see, I think I'm going to go through one more Dynamax adventure and then we're going to end stream for today. So that'll take another
Oh,
like 25 minutes-ish.
this one. Have you heard of Hitori Bachi no Isekai Koreyaku?
No, I don't think I have.
So it's not just one person getting isekai, it's his whole class.
Hmm.
Except because he kind of fell asleep during it,
Yeah.
um, God gave God gave the super OP powers to someone who has a very similar name to him. So he basically
Ooh.
gets left with all of the leftover isekai powers.
Oh
And
dear.
he has the isekai power of being a loner, so he can never form a party with people.
Ooh.
So he is forced to be a loner, which to be honest, he's fine with. He likes being alone,
It's just like that.
but it's
Okay.
it's but it's like he's gotten like completely trashed skills.
Ooh.
Yes.
So he has to like make the best
So
of it.
you oh yo 100% he makes the best of it.
Is there like a secret hidden glitch where it's like this lane power is actually OP?
No, think of it like this way. He makes his powers OP based on his imagination and his constant use of it.
Hmm.
He finds new ways of doing it, of making it OP. Then there's Mao-sama Retry, which is decently good.
Hmm. Like, to be honest, when I choose an isekai to watch, I look at the promo image to see if there's more than one man on it. Because if there's more than one man, then that means it's less likely to be a harem anime. And a lot of the time in isekai, if there's a harem, it gets in the way of the fantasy.
I will say this: Mao-sama Retry is not a typical like isekai anime. It's not quote unquote harem, not like the other Demon Lord anime,
Mm-hmm.
not Overlord, but the other one where he gets summoned by two chicks, one of them
Mm-hmm.
big and bussy, the other one's a cat girl.
Mm-hmm.
That one's just basically I'm overpowered in an isekai world and here's my harem. But no, Mao-sama Retry is mainly he got stuck in his Demon Lord avatar from one of his games,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets access to it. It's almost like a little bit of Overlord, except less political and less strategic, and more of I just want to create a cafe and create my own kingdom and just like fuck off. And then he ends up adopting a little child, and he becomes father figure.
I'm trying to think of how I can give to the conversation, but I don't really know much.
No,
Just
you're
like I see
fine.
anime, I watch anime. If it's good enough, I write it down, but then otherwise, I forget. Oh, Dopey has a question that isn't a simp one this time. What is it, Dopey?
Oh,
What do the question be?
I'm curious now.
Ooh, would you consider the devil as a part-timer in isekai? I think so. It's still going from one world to
It
another.
is.
It's just that it's our world.
It's an isekai.
Mm-hmm.
I love Devil as a part timer.
Yeah, the first season was really good, but the second season, it kind of I don't know what happened.
There is an anime I actually will recommend that's not an isekai, but it's still a really good anime,
Hmm.
and it's Tower of God.
Oh. Oh, now Toby has a sim
You
question.
can
Here we go.
technically you can technically count it as an isekai because they're technically breaking into a tower, which is basically another world-ish, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not really an isekai.
Like, I think I watched videos about it when the first season came out, but I haven't actually watched it myself.
The manga for it is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a wide cast of characters, so there's no chance of it ever being a harem.
Mm-hmm. True.
To be honest, one of the characters a lot of people hate because he's a really well written character that does evil, horrible things
Oh
for their own
dear.
selfish gain. It's like I said, it's really good. If you want to know a trashy isekai, you can watch Failure Frame.
Failure Frame. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yep. Basically, it's another one of where he gets a trash skill, but it's not really trash because no one understands it. It's basically he has a
Mm.
power of status ailments,
Oh,
and he basically uses that.
I
Yeah.
think Mother's Basement talked about that one, yeah.
Let's just say the 3D animation for it is not that good.
Yeah, 3D and anime is really hit or miss, depending on the studio. It's just like sometimes it can be like explained away. Like the 3D that was used in Overlord was whenever the main guy summoned like a skeleton or something. So to me that means that like otherworldly undead stuff can be CGI and that makes it
Mhm.
super uncanny. But
Yeah.
in other stuff it's just bad CGI.
Yeah, no. So in Failure Frame, there's just times where they're walking,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes from 2D to 3D, back to 2D, and then a 3D pan out, and then back to 2D, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
So definitely don't drink a
It's
shot every time there's a CG. There's a 3D one.
no, you you either black out or die within the first episode. And you know how some CG like you can just immediately tell when it
Yeah.
happens, and then other times it's like completely flawless.
Mm-hmm.
You know every single time they're using CG. Faraway Paladin is also a good isekai.
Well, I think I watched like the first 2 episodes of that one, but then when he had to leave, that's when I got bored with it.
Aww.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to the family dynamic, but then he had to go on an adventure, and it's just like, oh man, no family, no found family, cry.
I mean, it the way he leaves his family is very sad.
Mm-hmm. Toby says
Let's
he went on the
see.
adventure of getting milk. No, not exactly, Toby. Not exactly.
Let's see. What other isekai that I could recommend? I mean, there's that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
You could watch Isekai Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Oh, that's the one I can suggest. Newgate.
Newgate?
Yep, Newgate. So think about it like this way. Think of the first arc of Sword Art Online, except they went through the entire thing, cleared the game, and the main
Oh wait,
character
I
who
think
cleared the
I've
game
watched
make
that.
sure
I might have watched that.
yeah, the one who gets trapped in the world after everybody leaves because he waited too long.
Yeah, he waited to watch everyone else log out, and then like a new door opened.
Yeah, before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that one, and the last episode disappointed me so much.
Disappointed you how?
Like there was just such a
Like
drop
you
in
wanted to get
quality. Like
more?
it was already like average, but then it dropped so much
Oh yeah.
at the very end. And
Yeah.
I felt like they were trying to squeeze so much into the ending that they didn't actually have room for
They-
the story.
Do you want to know how many chapters he squeezed into that ending?
Oh, please tell me.
They squeezed 6 chapters into that ending.
Ooh.
6 long chapters.
Oh dear. Yeah, that they should
That's
have
why the
tried to
drop
cut
in
some
quality
stuff.
was so massive. You know what? Okay, so here's a technically an isekai anime that I liked, but I didn't drop it for the reasons of the anime on its own, but I just haven't been able to get back into it because I need to start over again, and I keep
Mhm.
forgetting to, and I have too much on my list. But Day Day Live,
I actually haven't seen that.
it's basically a reverse isekai. The guy accidentally brings these women into his world and then has to date them to calm them down and try not to destroy the planet.
Oh. Toby asked if we've seen Cautious Hero. I haven't seen it. I've seen videos
Yes.
about it.
Cautious Hero is fantastic as well. Imagine imagine the character gets isekai into a world and the goddess is like, hey, this is the tutorial room. You can do whatever you in here. You can even level up as much as you want, and you can leave it. But once you leave, we'll give you like starting equipment and everything else. So the main character just maxed out his stats before he leaves the tutorial.
Yeah, I think I heard from a video that he's actually been like isekai'd before, and that was his second time around.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why he maxed out his stats, which is also hilarious because this is actually the anime where the main villain was like, "Hey, yo, I heard someone's being isekai'd, a hero's being isekai'd. Go to the starting town and kill him before he gets stronger." Like, they actually were like, "Okay, yeah, let me just make sure he doesn't get strong enough to beat me," and he just happens to be max level.
The kid there is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, excuse me, aren't you just starting out? I have cheat codes.
That's exactly what she says when the succubus that was sent by the demon lord tries to kill him, or the demon lady. How are you this strong already? I trained all day. Oh, there's another good one. Tensei Shitara Dainana Oji Datanode. Um,
That doesn't
the
sound familiar
guy.
to me.
So, think about it this way. It's an anime that caused some controversy because a lot of people didn't like how they designed the main character, even though that's how they designed the main character in the manga and everything else. It's a person who loves magic, who died in his original world. Well, technically, he died in the same world, but he got reincarnated into a different body a few hundred years like later.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it another world? I keep forgetting, but he gets reincarnated into what is basically the seventh prince of the kingdom. And he's like
Oh,
10, 11, and
he's
he
the Shota
loves
mage,
magic
right?
so yeah.
And
And
he
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 tames his
has this
demon.
he tames a demon, he has a mate, he has a maid who's like insanely powerful, and he basically cheats every time he spars with her to keep up. But a lot of people don't like his design because he looks
Too girly.
feminine. He looks too girly with too many female proportions as a kid.
It's just like, do you not know
But that's
about
how kids are.
femboys?
Well, not even just femboys, it's just how kids are in general. Like until they start growing into their teens, a lot of them have androgynous proportions. Also, you don't get to see his parents that often because, he's always fucking about learning magic or reading a book or not trying to train with his maid or constantly getting dragged into the bath with his maid when he doesn't want to. He wants to learn magic, not take a bath.
It's like, I don't got time for bitches. I need
Yeah,
to
that's
read.
actually it. But that one's a really good. That's a really good one.
Alright, almost done with the Xerneas fight. Almost done.
How much health you have left on it?
It's got like 10 health left, but it's also paralyzed. So, yeah. There we go. I got it. Now time to cash and check for shinies. Hopefully I can get at least one shiny in this stream.
Pray.
I gotta pray. Let's see, can I put Lord Helix into chat? Oh, I don't have Lord Helix here. Oh no. Where's the praise?
For shame. For shame.
There it is. Found it. Praise it. Praise it.
Praise.
Alright.
I
Time
watched
to
too much
check
anime.
for shinies. Okay, no shiny Auroras. No shiny Roselia. No shiny Torkoal. Moment of truth. Oh, no shiny Xerneas. Damn. Damn it, Xerneas. Why do you not love me? Ah. Alright, time to end stream. Time to find someone to raid and to end stream. Yeah, it was nice talking to you while streaming today.
No problem. I thought I'd stay in to keep you company. I know how raiding Pokemon can get boring sometimes.
Mm.
I fell asleep during one of those too.
Oh dear. Alright, let's find someone else who's also doing a Doe Weekend event. Alright. Let's see. I don't know any of these people. So let's just...
Hit random and call it a day.
Yeah, I'm gonna raid into this guy. His name is A Romantic Dragon. And it looks like he's raiding along with a friend right now. So I'm gonna start that raid.
Hey.
But yeah, thank you everyone for being here with me with I stream. Thank you, Shadow, for being in call with me. And tomorrow I do plan to stream again, so I hope I'll get to see you guys there as well. Later!